Internet, good morning. My name's not Magnitude, and yeah, Steve's gonna haunt my dreams now, thank you. Anyways, Crobat for the win here today, with a battle versus good friend Steve, aka Magnitude on YouTube. He has a lot more subs than I do, but I still recommend you go check his channel out, because he's an awesome guy. So, we're gonna jump right into this. I lead off with the Darmanitan, as he leads out with Infernape. I don't like that matchup, because I know Fake Out or Mach Punch, both of those are fairly obvious. So I'm gonna go to Gyarados. Gyarados just gets the Intimidate. See, that's gonna be pretty helpful, because now I know I can switch into something else. Because I know that he could have a Thunder Punch. I don't like the prospects of that. So I do switch out. I go into Heliolisk, because Heliolisk is here, just to take that. Except he goes for the U-turn. U-turn's still okay though. Heliolisk takes that pretty well. He goes into Latios, which is awful. I hate Latios. Especially since this battle was way before Pokebank was out. He got it from I guess a Japanese person or someone who had Bank, so that was cool for him. Anyways, I go into Gyarados because it was my special wall. And of course this Draco is going to do a ton, regardless of how especially bulky this thing is. Yeah, that's not cool in the slightest. Wow, that did so much. Now I'm just like, okay, I can take one, right? Nope! Thunderbolt. Never have I seen a Thunderbolt on Latios. I didn't even know it got Thunderbolt. What the heck? Well, regardless, that's okay, because I can go into Scarf Darmanitan to hopefully revenge that thing. He goes into Swampert. Swampert is pretty bulky, so it's going to take that U-turn, but not that well, surprisingly. And this, like I said, was Scarf Darmanitan. Scarf Darmanitan still does a lot to him, which is impressive. So I go, and obviously U-turn out into Sceptile. Sceptile's here. You know, it's my usual one with White Herb and Unburden. It does work in just about every match. This one, unfortunately, he's going to switch out. I get the Leaf Storm off just to get my White Herb up. And, well, that's not going to do anything, right? I mean, yeah, you know. What? I get a crit. That's insanity, isn't it? That's pretty cool, though. I mean, I feel bad, but I don't know. It was kind of interesting. It was kind of funny. See Sceptile killing its brethren. I get the Focus Blast off, thankfully doesn't miss, and it does KO here, which was cool. He then goes into Infernape. I hate that matchup, even though I probably outspeed, because I don't have anything to really hit that thing. I go into Heliolisk knowing I can probably just take a Fake Out. And I know I also outspeed, and I could probably just go for a Surf on anything. He goes into Latios, and I thought, okay, maybe with the specs I could probably 2 or 3 hit KO it. Yeah, he's not going to carry Recover or Roost. No way. What? He carries it. He carries the Recover. Rage. So I have to switch out. I go into Darmanitan, predicting to go for the Recover again. And that was a good prediction, actually, because he is going to go for that Recover, then switch out. He's going to go into Klefki this time. No, because he saw that his Swampert didn't take that too well. Klefki takes that about 1,000 times better. Of course, so I'm just going to go on to Heliolisk. I figure, I could see, maybe threaten this thing out. I don't know, Thunderbolt, Focus Blast, something. I actually go for a Focus Blast, predicting his Swampert, which was not the best play on my part, but hey, I get another crit on Latios. That's pretty awesome. Well, I'm going to switch out, because I need to save Heliolisk. I go into Darmanitan, because I thought he was going to go for the Recover again. But nope. Draco Meteor. Look at that animation destroying my Darmanitan. It's gone. All his health it's utterly obliterated. Well, in order to revenge that thing, I have to go into Reptar.
Hey, look. It's some kids on the ice. What's a dinosaur to do when there's kids on the ice? Quick! Somebody call their mom!
It's Tyrantrum, of course. He just goes for the Draco again, which is, I suppose that's okay. It's only going to bring me down to my Sash. That Sash is vital to this game, because now I can just KO that thing with a Dragon Claw. Or, actually, I go for Crunch. I went for Crunch in the off chance he decided to switch into Klefki. It wouldn't have done anything, really, but it would have done a little bit more than Dragon Claw, obviously, since Dragon Claw is not effective. He goes into Ape now, and I really didn't want to switch out. I was a little bit afraid of, I don't know, a crit or something to KO Heliolisk, so I just let that thing die. I figured it was useless anyways. But anyways, this Heliolisk incoming goes for a Surf. It's going to Surf that Infernape to death. Now I'm going to switch out of Heliolisk. I'm going to go back into Tony Banta. This is Sceptile. He's most awesome Sceptile in the world. The epicest. I don't know, that's not a word, but who cares? He ends up going for a Power Punch with Swampert, but then immediately switching. I'm just going to get a Leaf Storm off, because it's kind of that safe play right about now. I know it's going to do a little bit to Klefki anyways. And that it does. It does a pretty solid amount. I'd say up to leftovers about a third. Obviously, I can't go for that consistently, since there's a special attack drop. But I'm going to go into Heliolisk, just kind of predicting maybe a sub, maybe spikes, maybe a foul play. I know I can take a foul play well, because this thing is awful attack. Anyways, I go for a Surf, just in case he decided to switch into Swampert. I figured maybe Surf would be a 2-hit KO at his current health in some specs. That would be awesome if it was, that's for sure. Well, he does go for the foul play as I broke his sub. That foul play, as I said, did not much, about maybe 30 damage or so. That Surf, just as I predicted, KOs, probably because he's physically bulky. Now he goes into Alakazam, and I look really silly here, in all honesty. I did not see this coming at all. He Mega Evolves, gets my dry skin, and I go for a Surf, looking like a clown, I know. It's not really a huge deal, because I know the rest of my team can take on Alakazam or Mega Alakazam pretty well. I go into Iron Man, this is Mega Aggron here. I forget to Mega Evolve because I ended up going back to my status screen and unselected, I guess. I just get off of Iron Head. Now I Mega Evolve, as I know I can take a Psychic better now. This thing has better special defense and all. That Psychic is going to do less, as I thought that Iron Head's going to take that thing out. Really, not Mega Evolving there by accident. Didn't really matter. It's all good. He switches into Swampert. He just gets Protect Off just to get some lefties back. That's a-okay, because I know I could just go for an Earthquake just to get some solid damage off on that thing. I have to take a Power Punch, and I do. It only does 18 damage, which is going to give him an attack raise, but that's okay, because once again, my last Pokemon is Sceptile, except for this Iron Man, which is, well, of course, just about to die. He just gets that Protect Off, just to get some health back. He wants to be in the best shape possible to take on a Sceptile, but to be perfectly honest, he's not going to be able to take it on. My Sceptile is always going to outspeed any Grass-type move I go for, whether it's Giga Drain or Leaf Storm, will easily be able to KO that thing. Here, like I said, it's his last-ditch effort. I'm going into Tony Banta. He's here. He's getting ready to go for the Giga Drain. He just gets that Protect Off, maybe hoping somehow he can live a Grass-type move with that extra leftovers recovery. But as you're seeing, that helps me just going down. He doesn't. Which I knew. Obviously, he wasn't going to live that. That was an excellent game, Steve. Fantastic. It was a close 1-0. And somehow I ended up beating Latios. That was awesome. Alrighty, so we'll jump into question of the day. What is your favorite 3rd gen starter? That's a pretty tough question. I honestly liked all of them, but even though Sceptile is here and I just used it, I'll probably still go with Torchic, just because I've always kind of had sympathies towards the fire types, especially since Stealth Rock happened. Well, Blaziken is obviously the best firefighting type now. Not only that, it looks amazing. It's a flaming chicken with these epic, I don't even know what they are, like these feathery feet of flaming death. I don't even know how to describe them, but they're really cool. So Blaziken's design is just epic. Torchic is pretty cool as a basic design, but if I definitely had to pick a second favorite, it would be Sceptile, and then you can see why in this video. Hopefully you watched it. But I will admit, all 3 of them are awesome. I also like Mudkip and Swampert as well. They're all great. It was a good generation for starters. Well, anyways, that's pretty much it for today, Brobats. Be sure to rate, comment, subscribe if you liked this video. It would mean a whole lot if you did. Also, below are a few of my most recent battles. Be sure to go check those out. Well, once again, rate, comment, subscribe, Brobats, and peace out.